It's recording.
Okay. Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long. In 2 weeks, my show's coming out, which I'm so excited for. And also my business, which I think there's been a lot of curiosity about. Last year, I had thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood, it's a nickname for Santa Barbara, but it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then Netflix came on, not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been. And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Of course, there will be fruit preserves. I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam. But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks, guys. My jam. But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks, guys.
Morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. And just how tanned, relaxed, fulfilled, and quite frankly beautiful does Meghan look in this video, filmed by Harry. You can hear him in the background, and the interaction between these two is just so cute. Dropped on her own Instagram channel, and she's gonna break the internet as ever without even trying. And when I post this to X Twitter, the derangers will be going absolutely mad. Royalists, you can be happy for other people. Did you know that? Anyway, let's get to the point, Martin. So this video is all about how her media partnership with Netflix about her lifestyle and cooking series has been transformed into a commercial partnership, supply chain distribution for her new brand, which is moving away from American Riviera Orchard into As Ever. As Ever is more encompassing. It enables her to focus on markets outside America. I think it's a lovely, cute, homely brand. I wish her all the best. They are clearly a very happy family. Even the dog, pelting through in the background, looked absolutely overjoyed. All the best to Meghan and Harry. It's great to see you flying the flag for independent young couples with children out there making moves for yourselves. Comments are open as ever. Salty Island t-shirts are available on my TikTok bio. I'll try and put the link in my X Twitter bio if you're interested in looking and getting one for yourself. Comments are open as ever. Have a brilliant Tuesday. Let me know what you think.
Y'all are eventually gonna learn that Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is always working in the background, and just because she isn't saying anything doesn't mean that she's not doing anything. Yesterday, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, announced her new business called As Ever, and if you're like me and were really big into the TIG in like 2014, 2015, this right here is for us. In a very cute video posted to Instagram, which features her husband, Prince Harry's voice in the very beginning, Duchess Meghan explains to us that she is partnering with Netflix, not only to bring us her new show with Love Meghan that's coming out in March, but also on a brand new business As Ever. Just look at the joy and love in her eyes as she starts this video looking at her husband. And this really just goes to show what I've always believed, and that is the fact that Meghan taking back her voice, taking back her narrative by introducing us back into Instagram is honestly the best move that she could have made. Because now people who support her no longer have to look at the tabloids who have an agenda, don't have to look at online trolls or like rumors. We just come directly to her Instagram page and she speaks directly to us. There isn't too many details about what As Ever will be, but there is a website that has launched, and she did allude to the TIG and some lifestyle things that may come. She did give a bit of a side eye, little side swipe to the haters when it came to jam, saying that jam is her jam and there will be preserves. But I'm so excited to see what else she comes up with, because like I said, if you followed her on the TIG, you know this is going to be amazing, especially if you love that lifestyle girly. And just as a fun fact, As Ever is replacing ARO, which was American Riviera Orchard, because she felt that it was too constrictive. Using ARO meant that she would only be able to use ingredients and do events that were based out of Montecito and California. And now with As Ever, she's international. She'll be able to ship internationally. It'll be for all of us, so that is a really exciting update. And now this is for the trolls. So if you're not a troll or a Meghan hater, feel free to go ahead and skip past. I got all the information for you there. This is for you guys. How do you feel? You feel dumb, don't you? You've been out here saying all of these things, saying her business is flopping, saying that Netflix never wants to work with her, saying that she's a failure. How do you feel? You feel real dumb, don't you? Yeah, that's what happens when you talk about things that you don't know. For those of you who have still stuck around, stop looking to troll accounts for information. They don't know anything. As Ever is a business that's been in her mind for years. The name came up in 2022. That is 3 years ago. No one knows anything until we hear it from her, and I like it that way. Between Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and Beyonce, my wallet is looking real concerned. But you know what? Take my money. I don't even care.
Hey guys, so we have some big news coming from Meghan's camp. Last night she uploaded a video pretty late, I think about 8 o'clock Eastern time, announcing the rebranding and the launch of her brand, now named As Ever, to coincide with the launch of her new show With Love Meghan that's coming out on March 4th. And she took to her Instagram account to film a video, another personal video, selfie video just like this, announcing these changes and what is to come. And I just want to go over a little bit of it at the very beginning because I really loved how this was done.
It's recording.
Okay. Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long. In 2 weeks, my show's coming out, which I'm so excited for. And also my business, which I think there's been a lot of curiosity about.
See, I love that right off the bat because one, we're talking about how this news started leaking, which it did Monday morning. I think it was a Brazilian Meghan fan account found the Spotify link to the As Ever and posted it. And from there, people started talking about that. And even before that, it was last week in a Daily Mail article that people started talking about there being a supposed launch to coincide with the new show with like something called the Netflix House. It reads here, American Riviera Orchard will offer a range of products including jam, honey, and olive oil. The stores will feature an on-site cafe where customers can sample Meghan's products, including her strawberry jam, which was previously sent to celebrity friends like Chrissy Teigen and Kris Jenner. Netflix House is described by the streaming giant as a year-round home for fans to live their stories they love, which with rotating experiences, exclusive merchandise, food, and drinks. And as we can see, they were pretty on par with what was going on, except they didn't know about the name change. So I love that she got ahead of this, and I think she did a lot better at getting ahead of this than she did the first time last year when American Riviera linked. And I'll get into how she did that on a episode of Lady Audacity. And I also love the giggling about, I know there's been a lot of interest in my business. And I think she does that throughout in a good way of talking about the chatter around her and the business without ever directly talking about it, but in a lighthearted manner. I loved her little tidbit about, of course there's going to be jam because as we know by now, jam is my jam. Corny as ever. We love to see it from Meghan. But I think what's really caught people's attention, of course, is why the rebrand. And she explains it as, last year I had a thought. American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood. It's a nickname for Santa Barbara, but it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area, she said in a candid Instagram video. And this is from People magazine. And while I think that's true, I also think this is a spin. And I will remind people, a spin doesn't have to immediately equate to a negative thing. PR doesn't have to immediately equate to a negative thing. Everyone does PR. Even like regular people who just have a business and are selling a product have PR, let alone someone with the kind of platform and magnitude of the megalite starlight that Meghan has. And I think this is also one of those things that more than one thing can be true at once. I think this can be true. She's like, hey, this is limited to me. Plus, the thing not mentioned here is there is a trademark headache going on. Because the moment that she filed for this trademark, which was last summer in 2024, it was a headache for her. For one, they didn't file the paperwork correctly, so it got kicked back to them, and they had 3 months to refile the paperwork, and they asked for a 3-month extension. While that was happening, also another business came forward. I think it's Royal Riviera, who's also a lifestyle brand, that challenged it, saying it's too similar to their brand and what they're selling. And on top of that, it sounded like the trademark had an issue with the name because it is the name of a location in Santa Barbara, or this nickname for this area. And while that is all going on, you have the UK press breathlessly, reporting about it all, and not just reporting about it in a normal manner because this would be of interest to people, but reporting about it with this negative slant of like, Meghan's the worst, everything she does is a failure, she's a bad business person. So again, a really big headache. So I'm not surprised that at the end of the day, she just said, it's not worth it. I don't want to do it. It's a headache with the trademarking. It's limiting to me to what I can do. And also I have this name As Ever, which I've had trademarked since 2022. Plus with As Ever comes a history, because she's actually been using this since about 2022 when Archetypes came out, and sometimes she would sign off with As Ever Meghan. And then obviously with the launch of her Instagram in 2025, about every single post that she's made, she signed off with As Ever. It also goes really well with Love Meghan, which of course she's launching this alongside her new Netflix show. And as someone who's been a hater of the American Riviera Orchard name since the very beginning, because I thought it was too clunky and too long, I am so glad we're getting a rebrand of the name, because As Ever, it's just simple, it's beautiful, and it's very Meghan. Because as she mentions too, As Ever, it goes on with saying as it's always been. And she has been doing stuff like this, the lifestyle business, since 2014, which she also mentions in the video, which I love, because I feel like it's a little at the haters pretending like she's just jumping into this new fad, when it's like, actually, I've been here for a very long time, and I was very successful with it the first time around. But join me on Lady Audacity, because we're going to go over why I think it's not shocking that Netflix wants to go into business with Meghan on her next business adventure, because you have things like this, an 11,000% sales spike in someone's small business when Meghan Markle wore their brand. I mean, the Meghan effect is real, and we're 7 years on. So join me for the next episode of Lady Audacity. Pinkies up.
Oh, mother, I get so excited when I get my notification that you have posted. Y'all like that picture? Yeah, I screenshot it. Y'all see the way the sun hit my mother? Girl, mother done came out and popped out with the name of her new business called As Ever. I can just picture her saying As Ever, XOXOM. And let me tell y'all, when I tell y'all Mother and Daddy Sussex have a petty bone, y'all gonna stop playing with me. Because Mother said Netflix not only partnered with her for her show, but Netflix also partnered with her on this business. That was a nod to all them people that was like, Netflix is gonna drop her. Netflix thinks she's boring. They're gonna get rid of her and Daddy Sussex. But she said, wait a minute, Netflix is in on my business. Then she also said, I think we all know that jam is my jam. That was a nod to y'all. Oh, mother, you killing me with the subtle pettiness. And then you do it so humbly. Like, oh, y'all gonna stop playing with me. One day y'all gonna believe me. But damn, my girl look good. I mean, the girl look good with no makeup on. Like, how you look good with no makeup on and still look younger than... You know what? Let me be quiet. Mother, I can't wait, girl. 2 weeks and counting, y'all. Mother Sussex is popping out with her show, and I cannot wait. Y'all better have a good day today. Bye.
Oh my gosh, guys, we have a rare Lilibet sighting, and I am so excited to share this with you guys, so let's just hop right into it. So, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's 3-year-old daughter makes a rare appearance on her mom's newly launched website. As many of you know, we don't really get to see much of Lilibet, but when we do, we just love it. The picture to my right, you guys can see she has this beautiful auburn hair, which is something she gets from Prince Harry's side of the family. And if you guys don't know what As Ever is, I'm going to tag the video below. But I just made a video on how Meghan rebranded American Riviera Orchard to As Ever. And clearly you guys can see Meghan and Lilibet running in this clip. I'm sure once the show comes out, we'll get this clip. It's going to be like maybe a minute or so longer. But overall, I'm really, really excited. I'm glad that they're showing Lilibet more. I just love it. They are just such a beautiful family, and I'm really, really excited to see what this year holds for us, because so much goodness has just happened, and I'm ready. I'm ready.
Y'all, I was literally in bed when I got the damn news, and Meghan just announced her damn business, and I had to wake up to give you guys the news. So here we go. Mind you, I had my damn do-rag on, and I still got my retainer in my mouth. So Meghan just announced that she is partnering with not only Netflix, but she's changing the American Riviera Orchard, thank God, the name to As Ever, which confirms this little screenshot that was leaked earlier today, which I was planning on even speaking about, but since Meghan has officially announced it, this confirms everything. So now I can speak about it. Otherwise, I was just going to let this be until we get some official word. When people say Meghan don't look black, just a little side note there. I, for one, am happy that they changed the name, because American Riviera Orchard it didn't roll off the tongue really well, and let's all face it, it really wasn't a good name. But As Ever, just straight to the point, and it's way more memorable. And the fact that she's partnering with Netflix says a lot, because also it kills one thing, that whole rumor that Netflix was just going to dump them to the side and they were going to be broke and lose all its money. Nuh-uh. They're still... Netflix loves them. Netflix really loves them to be partnering with them. But also confirms one thing, unfortunately, is that this rumor that Meghan was going to partner with Netflix was leaked, unfortunately, by one of those tabloids. And it's kind of hard to keep those things a secret because Netflix is so big. But nonetheless, this is a major announcement, and I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of stories. She just gave these people a week's worth, a month's worth of articles, YouTube videos, and whatnot.
You may not agree with me, but I was right. And in my spirit, I feel like the Duchess of Sussex knew I was right, which is why she did what she just did. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has changed the name of her brand, her business. Previously called American Riviera Orchard, to which when I first heard this, I was like, this is an absolute no. The name is way too long. And American Riviera sounds like where older women go to, it gives Talbots, where older women go to shop. It's like, I love that blouse. Where did you get that blouse? Oh, I got it at American Riviera Orchard. Oh, you know, yes, exactly. Super first class. Girl, no. And I said back in March of last year, she needs to change the name. The name just sounds dated, sounds old. And she did. So what did she change the name to?
I thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood, it's a nickname for Santa Barbara, but it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment, and it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been. And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening.
Now we have As Ever. When I think of the name, I'm like, okay, what? I wouldn't associate it with the type of product that she's putting out there. Because to me, it gives spa vibes. Like, where did you get that lotion? Oh, I got it at As Ever. Like, it's giving bath salts and bath bombs and lotions and creams and oil. You know, low-key, I kind of would like her to go back to American Riviera for her food stuff, and then like do a line of holistic treatments and call it As Ever. To me, that makes sense. Now, if she changes the name or she does something like this in the future, you've heard it here first, and girl, I want a cut of my money. It does fit her though. The name fits. It fits her and her aesthetic. I say this with no shade because the girls are going to think it's shady, but it's giving neutrals. The name gives neutrals. It does. And it's her. It's who she is. But low-key now, like, I really do want some spa. Girl, come up with some spa stuff, honey. I'll be the first one calling. Did you get that new As Ever? Low-key, what if she is doing spa stuff? That would be something. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. What do you think about the new name change? Do you love it? Do you like American Orchard or American Riviera Orchard / American Riviera better? Do you prefer As Ever? Do you not like As Ever? Let's keep the dialogue going in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.
Today we're talking about the rebrand of Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand As Ever from a trademark perspective. So Meghan Markle announced that she's changing the name of her jam/kitchen lifestyle brand to As Ever. The brand was originally going to be called American Riviera Orchard, and she announced recently that she's changing the name to As Ever because it's more general and can better encapsulate the brand and everything that it represents and where it's going, etc. Whereas she said American Riviera Orchard felt a little bit constrictive because American Riviera is a nickname for Santa Barbara, where the jams and everything in this brand was going to be produced and manufactured, and she wanted it to not feel so restrictive to this geographical location. Now, I actually wrote an article up on my website back in November of last year talking about the issues from a trademark perspective that Meghan was at the time running into with the name American Riviera Orchard. Here's the article if you want to check it out. And I think that might also have something to do with why she chose to rebrand. So at the time, I reported that the USPTO had initially refused the name American Riviera Orchard because it was deemed geographically descriptive, being that the American Riviera is a nickname for Santa Barbara, which of course is a real place where the goods were actually manufactured and sourced, etc. And this is important because from a trademark perspective, if the name of your brand or your company alludes to a geographic area where either you're located, your business is based, the goods that you produce are based, this is probably going to get your application refused because it's deemed descriptive and geographically descriptive specifically, and those types of refusals are amongst the hardest ones to overcome. Here is a screenshot of the office action that the USPTO actually filed in response to her trademark application. You can pause to read it. In my article, I also pointed out that if I were Meghan Markle's attorney, I would suggest that she take the opportunity to rebrand, being as she hadn't officially launched at the time, and that is the most convenient time to rebrand for obvious reasons. And so I'm happy to see that her team thought the same thing I did. I think there's two takeaways from this whole situation. The first being that if having a trademark for your brand is important to you, you should definitely steer away from descriptive names, and especially geographically descriptive names, because like I said, that refusal is very, very difficult to overcome. And secondly, I think we can see how kind of masterfully and artfully Meghan went about the whole rebrand, even though I do have suspicions that the trademark refusals had something to do with it. I think it was really nice the way she kind of framed it as going in a different direction in terms of the brand and the messaging, and to some extent I also think that's true, and I think it was really, really smart of her to rebrand and publicize that before officially launching her product.
Yeah, Meghan, if you're watching, I'd love to come spend some time with you. Give me a call. See you soon. You never know. You never know. You never know. What's the next story? Let's talk about the royals. More royals.
Morning friends, just to let you know, my Salty Island t-shirts, as I'm wearing, are still available. Click the link in my bio to find out more. Have a brilliant day. Morning friends, happy Monday. My Salty Island t-shirt is having a very well-deserved wash. It's in the washer right now. If you want to check out the Salty Island t-shirt for yourself, there's a link in my bio. Getting to the point, Martin, I cannot believe that these two are apparently on holiday again together. And as with anything that's written in the Daily Mail, we don't know whether it's true. Recent activity has shown us, me and you, that the Daily Mail feel they have power over William and Catherine because the Daily Mail are calling them out left, right and centre. Skiing holiday at the beginning of the year, and now a private family holiday, which is going to cost the UK taxpayer millions of pounds less than a month later. It's just not a good look, particularly when Harry and Meghan are doing things for other people and absolutely smashing it out of the park by working really hard. Comments are open as ever. Let me know what you think. Do you think these two are away together? Do you think they went skiing? Why is the Daily Mail calling out every negative move that they make? Things are changing, guys. Things are changing. Morning, friends. Happy Monday. Invictus is over. It had to end at some time. I think this clip from Meghan's own Instagram account, breaking the internet without trying, as usual, just sums up everything about those games. She's saying to Harry and everyone that attended and everyone that was a competitor, so proud of you. Until the next time. And I think the next time is actually 2027 in the UK, which is going to be a bit difficult because we all know the UK press are being given ching, 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 ching to criticise Harry and Meghan. I honestly wish it would go somewhere else. I know that South Korea has offered to host it after 2027. I really think South Korea should take the next event. UK people, Salty Island, you've seen the t-shirt. We don't appreciate what Harry does. Maybe it's time to go somewhere else. Anyway, getting to the point, Martin. Invictus has done a phenomenal amount of good putting service people's lives, post-operative duty, on the radar and forcing everyone to talk about how pointless war is. That's all I'm saying. Comments are open as ever. Did you watch it? What was your favourite part? Do you want it to come to the UK in 2027 or not? Morning, friends. Happy Monday. And if there's one thing that's right about this Daily Mail headline, it's that Meghan is working hard. Her support of Harry at Invictus, in life generally, raising 2 children, being a prolific investor in other female-led startups. She's a busy lady. All the work at Invictus, she was there for 3 full days. She was on show all day, every day. Not like William and Catherine, who literally turn up for a visit and the helicopter lands, delivering them, and the helicopter takes off again less than 3 hours later. Most working members of the British taxpayer-funded royal family literally have never worked a full day in their life. They have 2-hour appointments, they're at home in the morning, and they're back home for late afternoon. Harry and Meghan are diametrically different to that. They work full days, often unpaid, often volunteering in disaster zones, and they force everyone to talk about the things we should be talking about as a result of their hard work. Hats off to you both. I hope Meghan's series is an amazing success for her and Netflix. Comments are open as ever. Let me know what you think.
Does anybody else think it's weird that, like, if I was a Christian, I could make the best argument ever for either Donald Trump or Elon Musk being the Antichrist, but all the people who are following them are the most Christians in the country? It's really weird, because like my whole life I've been warned about the Antichrist and how he was going to take over everything and all these people were going to worship him and he was going to be an immoral person, which both Elon Musk and Donald Trump. But I mean, Elon Musk has like 13 kids, all from different women. And the Christians are like, this is our guy. And Donald Trump literally cheated on one of his wives with a porn star while she was giving labor, which is pretty fucking horrible. But my point is, Elon Musk wants to put chips in people's brains. Elon Musk wants Twitter to be an everything app so that you need it in order to buy or sell or anything. So like, my whole life I've been warned about the mark of the beast and how it's going to be a chip that's put in your hand or your brain and you're going to need it to buy and sell things. And then Elon Musk wants to do that and all the Christians I know are like, yeah! It's fucking wild, man. I think the fact that people on the right don't understand how our government is working is why they're letting Donald Trump and Elon Musk get away with so much. Because I've heard quite a few people on the right now be like, well, Elon Musk is under the authority of the president, so what he's doing is legal. Which means you just don't understand how our government works at all. Our government is supposed to be 3 separate but equal branches of government who check each other. Congress and the Senate are supposed to check the president and the courts. The president is supposed to check Congress and the Senate and the courts. The courts are supposed to check Congress and the Senate and the president. That's how the whole system is supposed to work. None of the 3 branches are supposed to be more powerful than the other 2 so that they can all check each other. The idea that someone like Elon Musk could just be appointed and could override Congress and the courts is the most un-American thing I've ever heard. And this is coming from the party that has always said that they support the Constitution. But that just means none of you know what the fuck the Constitution is or says or is about. Please, if you're a Republican, read a book. Please, just start reading books. Does anybody else think it's crazy that you can talk to a Trumper and show them the bill that the Republicans are trying to pass, and they'll still argue with you that the Republicans wouldn't do that? It's really weird. I was talking to somebody at the gas station this morning when I was getting coffee, and they were talking about how they just had a kid, and they were all excited about how they had a kid. And I was like, congratulations, And they said, thank God for Medicaid, because that's the only reason that, they were able to afford to have the kid, because the bill was like $90-something thousand. And I said, well, it's a good thing you had it now because Trump's trying to get rid of Medicaid. And they said, no, he's not. He would never do that. And I said, yeah, he is. And I actually pulled out my phone and I showed them the Republicans' budget plan, which is to cut $800 billion from Medicaid, which is the entire budget of Medicaid. And this person said, well, they'll never actually do that. Way too many Trump voters rely on Medicaid. They'll never actually get rid of it. And it's like, these people won't accept what the Republicans are going to do until it literally smashes them in the face. It's like someone running at you with a baseball bat, screaming they're going to hit you in the head with it, and you standing there going, nah, he's not going to hit me, and then being surprised when the bat cracks into the side of your skull.
But we wanted so much to see this before you guys left. This is my first trip to New York actually since the campaign. And I wanted to come to see you all before the show left. And this was so beautiful. And it just had such depth and soul and all the nuances, all the facets. It was really just extraordinary. You all have each of you such a gift that you have shared with so many people, and I thank you for that.
There are times when my empathy requires me to withhold my judgment. I may not have all the facts, I may be missing a key detail, and passing judgment would render me a fool. This is not one of those times. This is just a classic example of what we in the parenting world call natural consequences. Because in this case, rural Americans are the victims of their own choices. Well, the secondary victims. The real victims are the working class Americans in the big blue cities in those big blue states that generate the overwhelming majority of our economic output. People who are busting their ass and still getting ground up in the machine of late stage capitalism. But these people will not give up because they refuse to accept that life should be this way. So they volunteer and vote for middle class friendly policies. But those policies would come at the expense of the Republican billionaire class, and they are having none of that. So they use AM radio to create culture wars across rural America because they know red states are undereducated and overpowered thanks to electoral DEI programs like the Electoral College, the House, and the Senate. They use those culture wars to distract from the fact that if you rank states by how badly they need federal money, 9 of the top 10 states are Republican states. Do Republican voters know this? Of course not. They voted for the guy who gave us $8.4 trillion in new debt in just his first term. Then they vote for him again as he decides that all that debt is too much and he needs to appoint an unelected billionaire to cut the federal programs we need. And with joy on their faces and malice in their hearts, they cheer because they thought those federal programs were going to blue states, when in reality it's coming out of their own pockets. When we said back in November that Trump doesn't care about them, he doesn't understand them, and he won't help them, we didn't want to be proven right. This is a loser's game, so we pleaded with them to understand us. But it was too late because they've been brainwashed over 40 years to hate education, to hate the government, to hate cities, and to hate blue states. Despite the brutal reality that it is educated federal workers in blue cities and blue states funding and administering the programs those red states need to survive.
Hello my people, Lady Rose here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome, and my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Ha 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 ha. I can't even speak straight. I tell y'all guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited as ever. Meghan popped out. Yes, 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 ma'am. Yes, 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 sir. Guess what? Yeah, there was a lot of trademark issues with the name American Riviera Orchard, because remember, that's the American Riviera is the Santa Barbara in California area is literally called American Riviera. So the Duchess got new name as ever, Meghan. So y'all know Meghan Markle used to be she used to own the TIG. Yes, if y'all remember her long time ago when she used to be our lovely star in this suit when she didn't have nothing to do with these haters and the royal family. She used to run that blog of hers, a lifestyle blog, the TIG. All of y'all guys know about that. The people who used to follow her back then. For all these ones here, the losers coming from the salty island who know nothing about our country. They don't know what happens in America. They don't know our stars, and especially they don't know the black stars of ours. These black stars don't belong to them. Unless they want to come celebrate the black stars with us, then they're going to know who these people are. Only person they know is Oprah, because you remember Oprah was on TV, and Oprah's been on TV since all those losers were even people on TV before, like all those little kids on GB News. Those ones, they just look like they be smelling like a pee on themselves. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, those ones. Yeah. Yeah, they got a big mouth, and they were talking about this American Riviera like the business probably just went to garbage. Yeah, the business is we're never gonna see that business out here. Those GB News kids, you know those ones, them smell like people. Yeah, those ones, they smell like people. Yeah, you know this. Leave me alone. Yeah, y'all know this. Them smelling like people. The Bob, man. So, as ever, Meghan is out, y'all. Let's celebrate the sister. I like this name better than American Riviera Orchard. It was a little bit too long. You know, when you want to put those brand name out there, always look for some small, short something so you can make it easy for the young people. Because, you know, this young generation doesn't like a drug like all those 3, 4, 5 names to try to remember them. Those people like acronyms. They like short names. So, like, as Evan, Meghan is perfect for this one. Oh my goodness, I couldn't be more excited for this news. So right now here, let's wait for all the hate. And I'm gonna try to look for those who love Meghan, those who support Meghan on Twitter, on TikTok, and post them on here on before this video that I'm recording right now. Yes, so the Invictus next 2 years, I believe is in 2027. That is gonna be in the UK. In one of them UK towns there. I don't know if I'm really excited about that thing, because guess what? These people tried to sabotage the Invictus Games out here in Canada, where everybody was supporting Harry and Meghan. Everybody was supporting our athletes, the people who served for their countries out here. The war veterans. God bless all these people who fought and served. And in some places they served the legal, terrible heads, whatever. You know, you don't say lots of stuff here. You know, YouTube to be censoring some words. So I'm going to just stop right there. Those people served, and Prince Harry is serving them right now. And Prince Harry actually served with these people together. God bless you, my brother. And God bless you, family, and your wife's business right now here. And so did y'all hear what she said? The Netflix is gonna also help her with her business. Oh my goodness, I couldn't be much more happier than this morning. This is wonderful. I mean, seriously, getting Netflix to help your business? What are you talking about? Oh my goodness, I can't wait for my I'm waiting for butter. You know, I'm European, people. Yes, I'm waiting for butter so I could eat butter and bread. I could eat bread and butter. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait. I'm waiting for my the jam. Oh my goodness. Angela, latrine. I don't know where we're gonna bury you, girl, but you need to start looking for that gravesite right now because I'm waiting for this one here. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna record myself the jaw of jam. Oh my goodness, repeat after me. The jaw of jam. That's what pisses Angela Latrine off. That's what pisses her off. So I'm here talking about as ever Meghan before lots of people, because guess what? I couldn't really find lots of news on TikTok about the as ever Meghan. So any video that I'm gonna put before this one here that y'all gonna be watching is gonna be uploaded after this one here has been recorded, because I just needed to make this video. This is kind of exciting. Yes, it's exciting news. You know, we've been waiting. Everybody was waiting for this news. Everybody was waiting for those jams. The jars of jams. The jars of jams. Oh, Angela Latrine, oh my goodness, you gonna need more Ruski standard this time. What are you doing, Reba Anders? Oh my goodness. Oh, cookies and cream. We're waiting for the jar of jams. Connie Palmer, we're waiting for jar of jams. Lakiva McGee, we're waiting for the jar of jams. Novi D, we're waiting for jar of jams. Joy and Moo, we're waiting for jar of jams. Pre-dance, all of y'all ladies, we're waiting for this jar of jams. If y'all get yours, please let me know where you purchased yours so I could order mine. I need those the dog cookies, crackers, whatever they are, dog cookies. I need all those ones here for my little Lulu boy. Yes, please call me if you do find where they're selling those. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. We've been waiting forever, I tell you. Yeah, these people from GB News, those little kids, the one I told you with the peep, they'd be probably wearing diapers, those little kids. When they talk, you can just smell these kids. These kids were talking about this American Riviera, you need to sit down there and chill. There are lots of reality for the brand names, for lots of stuff in this America. America doesn't fly like you guys, Salty Island, where people fly around with no law, with no rules. The only law and only rules pertains to the tabloids and the courtiers, and KP Palace and the other one, Buckingham Palace. You know, you guys flying off of really old rules of law. That does not, it's like really crazy. If I do sue you, I have to pay for your court fees. Those kind of rules, outdated. Somebody need to sit down there, change your damn constitution and put everything rules together, because those tabloids need to be eradicated. Somebody need to take all of them out of here. Those people are violating the privacy of people. They're violating like a basic human rights. Somebody need to stop those people. And it's the same like in this guy's, this one here, this racist dude, the orange guy here. Somebody need to bring back the checks and balances that we do read in American Constitution, because they're trying to fly like those Salty Island people with no law, with no rules. Terrible. So there you go. The American administration with its reality. So now we got As Ever Meghan. I like the As Ever Meghan better. And I love that the Netflix is gonna come out here and help my sister with her business. God bless you, Netflix. Y'all know that Netflix owner's wife is the sister. And that sister looks like she doesn't buy lots of bullshit into racism. So y'all guys gonna sit down there and bite your damn little tiny inbred fingers. You know, lots of deformity that you get from inbred blood. Your fingers don't grow long. They grow a little short. They grow in there in your cuticle. They just stop right there because that malformation is just too much of the twisted chromosomes. Y'all terrible. I'm just so excited. Oh my goodness. All right, so the kings and queens of minds. Y'all know what's going on right now on Salty Island. Remember, there was an article that came out here. Apparently, the Salty Island people called the Netflix guy. They're like, dude, you know what? We're going to give you some show. Yeah, we're going to give you a show, but you need to remove Harry and Meghan from that TV and the dude allegedly. So let's go with the allegedly disclaimer. Yes, those were alleged on the social media that the Salty Island royal family was requesting the Netflix to drop Harry and Meghan and get them, and they were gonna give them some kind of show. But guess what? Y'all guys are boring, and a few of you guys are out there cheaters. Nobody is gonna take y'all guys as a role model to watch anything that pertains to you. I heard people watching some kind of Crown there, and this Mambo Tony's in it. But guess what? Why she even got that? They even did that show in her name or whatever, because the actors are playing her and everybody else. That's what I heard. I haven't seen none of that, but I heard some actors are actually playing them because those people ain't got no talent. Did y'all see Bulliam came out here trying to record movies? Yeah, he was playing movie director. I don't know, whatever you call him, the cinematographer. Dude, which one you want to be? You want to be the future leader of that Salty Island, or you want to be a movie star, or you want to be a producer like our brother-in-law? Which one you want to be? Damn, this jealous hand looking too good on you, dude. You look terrible turning all those cameras on and sitting on that piece of whatever and driving yourself around like acting like you were recording somebody. Dude, you so ridiculous. You look so dumb in that thing. And that Crown, I don't know for the people who've watched it, but God bless y'all guys. I ain't watching stuff like that because I'm not watching show about some kind of untalented people, the cheaters and all this guy, the home wrecker, Paul Miller, that one there, the escort queen, like and that Charlie boy, the other home wrecker man who kind of like went in beds of all the courtiers, trying to check on them wives in the beds. So that's kind of like a leader. I don't want to watch nothing about them. I don't want to know nothing about them. The person I could have watched who's no longer with us, if she was still married to Charlie boy, guess what? I would be watching everything that she would be in or mentioned in. But this one here, the escort lady, and this other little escort, the young girl, that one who be laying down with Peter Prince, that one, how do you lay with daddy and the nephew, the uncle and the nephew? I mean, how do you do it? Dooley, all the dooley. Yeah, that's terrible, girl. You are just talking about a Bulliam with a prom. You talking about Bulliam's prom? Hey, girl, you are much more dirtier than that prom guy. You are dirtier than Bulliam because you dooley with a Peter Prince, who is Bulliam's uncle, and you dooley with Prince. That is incest in my book. You are dirty. You can never be the queen of that place. You can never be the queen of Salty Island, girl. Your repertoire looks so dirty. That damn there is so dirty, filthy something. So right now here, Netflix is gonna partner with our Duchess, the Duchess of Sussex, Princess Meghan Windsor of Wales. Yes, I said it. Say it, otherwise I'm pissing these derangers off. They're coming actually nowadays here to watch my videos. You know, they started leaving some messages for me out there, and I'm not deleting their messages. I'm responding to them. I know they're getting heart attack from my messages, and they're getting heart attack from my videos. Keep giving me views, guys. Come up here, watch my videos. Watch videos about Princess Meghan Windsor, the Princess of Wales. Yes. Oh, Meghan Windsor Wales. Oh my goodness, I'm loving all those new titles that I'm giving her. So if y'all guys want to take the Duchess success, guess what? She's gonna be Princess Harry Windsor Wales. Ingrid said that would even be worse. They just better leave her as a Duchess, because if they dare to take that title, she's gonna get like a legit more title, because she's married to a blood prince. You guys, that's one musician from Nigeria who he sings Kona 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 Kona. Oh guys, let me focus on the road. It's snowing badly out here. I love y'all guys so much. Please subscribe to all the sexy friendly channels. Go to my brother Baron and hit that subscribe button. I saw you guys getting some kind of numbers on there. And also go to my sister Isabella Banks. Let's go on there and bring the sister to the number that she's requesting. She's only needing the 10,000 subscribers so she could start her mission to fight with a bigger organization there, because of this human violation that is happening with the Success family. So she wanna go and fight with some kind of their human rights organization out there in the UK, and they are requesting her to get 10,000 subscribers on her channel. Otherwise they wouldn't collaborate with her, because apparently she's not reaching lots of people with what they want to help with. So guys, please go to Isabella Back's channel, hit that subscribe button, and you know, easy way to get all those people to subscribe on her channel is to take her videos and share them on other platforms. Let's take all the Isabella Back's videos from all this week here, the Invictus thing that was happening, the videos that she made about all those tabloid mafia and all those. Please send them on other platforms to get to reach more people out there, so we could get her those subscribers. All right, so and don't forget to go to all the success friendly channels as well. There's one that I saw yesterday. The person who wrote me and left me a message which I responded to. I do not remember your name again, but I'm gonna try to remember the name of your channel next time, so I could start sending my people over there. So but just Squaddies, let's go to all the success friendly channels and subscribe, okay? Yeah, so let's hit that subscribe button on all our brothers and sisters channels, because guess what, we are in this together. I love you. Bye for now. Whoops, 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 whoops.